Good morning. Welcome to Volume 8 of the Bathrobe Poetry Reading Series, or whatever the fuck I call it. I'm reading a poem today by a poet named Chris Forah. It comes from this anthology, which I think is one of the best anthologies out there, especially to introduce people who know nothing of contemporary poetry to poetry. So again, this poem is by a poet named Chris Forah. It is entitled Gorge, Adze, Rasp, Hammer. And adze is spelled A-D-Z-E. And apparently it's some sort of ancient woodworking tool. And it's pronounced adze. Here's the poem. So this is what it's like when love leaves and one is disappointed that the body and mind continue to exist, exacting payment from each other, engaging in stale rituals of desire. And it would seem the best use of one's time is not to stand for hours outside her darkened house, drenched and chilled, blinking into the slanting rain. So this is what it's like to have to practice amability and learn to say the orchards look grand this evening, as the sun slips behind scrumbled clouds and the pears, mellowed to a golden green, glow like flames among the boughs. It is now one claims there is comfort in the consistency of nature, in the wind's way of snatching dogwood blossoms from their branches, scattering them in the dirt, in the slug's sure, slow arrival to nowhere. It is now one makes a show of praise for the lilacs that strain so hard to win attention to its sweet inscrutability, when one admires instead the lowly gorge, adze, rasp, hammer, fire forge, blunt syllabled things, unthought of until a need exists. A groove chiseled to a fixed width, a roof sloped just so. It is now one knows what it is to envy the rivet, wrench, vice, whatever works unburdened by memory and sight, while high above the damp fields, flocks of swallows roil and dip, and streams churn. Thick with leaping salmon, and the bees advance the rows. Pretty awesome, right? Enjoy your day.